So if there were ever a movie to get me into comic book superheroes, this would be the movie. What's up guys, Cam here coming at you with another movie review, and welcome to Marvel Month! Every week this month I'll be going through a different movie in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, starting today with The Avengers. Not to be confused with that crappy British movie called The Avengers. No, this movie is a lot more badass, a lot more fun to watch, and just a better movie in general. And this movie has basically everything that I could want in a superhero movie. It's got the action, it's got the wit, it's got the humor, it's got the good storytelling, it has everything that I could want. It's got mind-blowing special effects. And the premise of this movie is basically the Norse god Loki, who is played by Tom Hiddleston, steals the Tesseract from S.H.I.E.L.D. and is planning on using it to bring an army to the Earth and take it over. And pretty much all of the different special people in the world, you know, Captain America, Iron Man, the Hulk, they all have to be recruited to help find Loki and get the Tesseract back. And this movie executes that very, very well. Because this movie could have gone a different way. It could have been really bad because of having so many major characters in one movie at a time. But every character gets their own little something to do that really helps to lend to the story. So it doesn't feel like any one character stands out above the rest. It makes them feel like they're all on even ground, which I think is very, very good. I don't even have to say anything about the acting of the movie. It is just, it's great. Every actor in this movie gives a great performance as their character. Chris Evans is amazing as Captain America. Scarlett Johansson is amazing as Black Widow. Samuel L. Jackson is amazing as Nick Fury. Mark Ruffalo, Chris Hemsworth, they all give outstanding performances. Let's talk a bit about the action of this movie. It is filmed and choreographed very, very well. They do a great job of seamlessly blending the live-action shots with the CGI shots, and you can't even really tell which is which. And this movie does a very good job of helping you to understand the urgency of the situation through great dialogue, outstanding acting of course. You really feel the weight of the situation. You really feel how panicked these people are, despite how subdued a lot of the characters seem. And it's nice to see a movie that's about, I'm getting a team together, and to have the characters actually not want to be in that team. Because as the movie goes on, there's conflict, there's disagreements. A lot of the characters really don't like each other. And it's great to see that in this movie because it helps to steer it away from the generic road that it could have gone down. And there is another something that I want to talk about this movie is the characters, because the characters are what really make this movie. Every character has their nuances, their idiosyncrasies that really lend to both their development and to the story in general. You have Tony Stark, who is of course the eccentric billionaire playboy, who is a smartass and who knows how to get under everybody's skin really. Well, not really get under everybody's skin, more so he knows what to say and when to say it. You have Captain America, the man out of time, who really doesn't know what to do with himself without a conflict. And as the movie goes on, you really get a sense of how broken, how down in the dumps he is because of everything that's gone on in his life. Especially with the 70 years that have passed since the last time he fell asleep. But one that really stands out to me is Mark Ruffalo as the Hulk. Yes, they changed actors for the Hulk again. Yes, I know some fans don't like that. But I feel that Mark Ruffalo is the perfect choice to play Bruce Banner. He really sells the depressed, angry Bruce Banner very, very well, while also incorporating a whole lot of really good witty dialogue and a lot of funny lines in there too that really add to his character. And Loki, as the villain of this movie, is absolutely perfect. There is nothing to complain about with his villain. Everything about him is absolutely amazing. He knows how to get under everybody's skin. He is a great fighter. He knows what he's doing, but he's not infallible, and that is something that I think that Tom Hiddleston portrayed very well with this character. I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time talking about what I like and blah 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 about this movie. Just know I have no complaints about it. Like literally, no complaints about it. Everything about this movie, I believe, is perfect for what it's trying to do. So I'm going to go ahead and give this movie a 10 out of 10. Well guys, spoiler alert, I will be talking about my top 5 favorite scenes out of The Avengers. I am really excited to do this because I love this movie! Number 5, assembling the Avengers. After the opening of this movie, you see a couple of agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. go out and recruit the Avengers, even though they're not really the Avengers yet. Nick Fury goes to recruit Captain America, Black Widow goes to recruit the Hulk, Agent Coulson goes to recruit Iron Man. It all works very well. There is great dialogue between these characters. Some exposition that doesn't come off as exposition, but it's still exposition. But it doesn't get under my skin like most other expositional dialogue does, because this is just written so well. There are two moments in here that really stand out to me. The first of which, whenever Agent Coulson goes to recruit Iron Man, and he's trying to gain access into Iron Man's penthouse, and Tony Stark is just trying to shoo him away, like, no, I have a date with my woman, go away. But then the elevator door opens and Coulson is standing there, and Tony Stark is just like, security breach. I don't know why, that line always just gets me. And the other is when Black Widow is talking to the Hulk, and she says, we're on the verge of facing a potential global catastrophe. And Bruce Banner says, now those I actively try to avoid. Like I said, the characters make this movie, and the dialogue is written so well. Number 4, Loki's arrival. Now this is the very first scene in the movie whenever you see the Tesseract and you see how it brings Loki to Earth. And as soon as the smoke clears and you see Loki just sitting there, and that evil, grim smile on his face like he's really about to enjoy what's gonna happen. And he just beats the shit out of these S.H.I.E.L.D. employees. They're shooting at him, they're trying to bring him down, and he just wipes the floor with them and starts brainwashing people with his scepter. I mean, I think it's all done very well, especially the dialogue between Loki and Nick Fury. We have no quarrel with your people. An ant has no quarrel with a boot. Are you planning to step on us? It's all done so well, and Loki is really the best villain, in my opinion, the best villain in the Marvel Cinematic Universe so far. Number 3, Captain America versus Loki. Now this is the first time you see Captain America in action in this movie, and it's obvious right off the bat that he knows he is absolutely 100% outclassed. He cannot take down an Asgardian. It just can't happen. He comes through and punches Loki in the side, and it doesn't even move him. And the very first hit that he takes that knocks him back a few feet, he looks up at him, and you know that he knows that he's gonna lose. And I think that it really adds a lot to Captain America's character to throw himself back into a conflict only to be beaten down. I don't know, maybe it's just me, but I really think that really gives a lot to his character. Number 2, Tony Stark arrives on the helicarrier. That man is playing Galaga. Thought we wouldn't notice, but we did. I really have nothing else to say about that scene, I just love it so much. Number 1, the final battle in New York. Now this is where we get to see all the Avengers work together and do all of their Avengers stuff. You have Hawkeye, who's firing arrows everywhere. You got Black Widow being a badass assassin. Captain America's beating the crap out of people. Iron Man is flying around shooting everybody. I mean, it's great to watch, and it's great when the Hulk finally shows up and lends his help to the battle too. Everything just works so well, and there's a great long shot of all of the Avengers doing their thing. It's great to watch. And like I said before, they really do a great job of blending the live shots with the CGI. You really believe that what's happening on screen is really happening. And just like most people who love this movie, I absolutely get a kick out of whenever Loki gets the shit beat out of him by the Hulk. I am a god, you dull creature, and I will not be bullied by... I love it! Well guys, that is the start to Marvel Month. Stay tuned for more. I'll be uploading a new video every week. Except for Star Wars Episode 7. I'm going to be reviewing that the day it comes out, so look forward to that. As always, I will see you guys in the next review.